Probably been going to Avery 5 years now.
I've been coming here for about 6 months.
I've been coming in down here for about a year now.
How did I get into BMX?
Well, one of my mates got into it, and then I was hanging around with him a lot of the time, so I generally just started to be with him a bit more.
I used to have a mountain bike and I really liked it, and I bought this BMX and I thought it would be good here, and I just started doing some jumps, and that's how I got into BMXing.
Well, me and all my mates started out on mountain bikes and jumping and whatnot, and I think a couple of them got BMXs. They started riding them a lot, wanted to join in, so I started riding my one more, and we slowly moved over and ended up sort of not really riding the mountain bikes and just staying out on the BMXs, and then just stayed on the BMXs after that.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Nothing
I love
wrong
it.
with them.
I think it's not ideal. There's a lot of sand, which makes things tricky. It sort of crumbles a lot and it's hard to maintain, but you get on with it. It's great because weather-wise we're pretty good here. The rain seems to move around us. I think it's nice. Can't complain. We've kind of been given the land really, and we've done everything we can here, and it's my favourite place to ride, so I love it really. How far do I travel? Probably about 4 miles to get here, about 25 minutes if I ride it.
It's really local, so I can come in most days, especially when the weather's hot and that.
It's pretty nice because it's not too far away from me, but I still get a decent ride on my way down here, so yeah, I really like the location. Jeff Slattery's the guy who designed my bike, so obviously going to be a fan.
Hucker, #1, love that guy. I just love how he's just always having fun, always got a smile on his face, sends it just as well.
Pat Casey after his performance in the Red Bull Dreamline.
#2, probably Drew Bazanson. Love his ability to sort of just think outside of the box, think of different lines, that never has to do the biggest trick, but just goes big doing a simple trick. Love that.
Simone Baracco for his performance in the Red Bull Rampage.
Really like watching Dennis Emerson ride. He just wants to have fun on his bike, so instead of just riding one discipline, he's just learned to be able to shred everything, so he can just have fun wherever he is.
Chad Curley for his games of bike.
I like watching DJ Ellis. I like his style over the trails. A lot of tricks, pretty interesting, fun guy.
And Stevie Churchill for how he rides a bowl.
Love watching Fred Pyle ride. It's a treat to watch him ride every time as well. So I'd say they're probably in the top 5. What would be my dream setup? Definitely a custom S&M frame.
I'd say my current bike at the moment, except I'd get some fit blade forks on there.
Bit of chrome. Something fast.
S&M Perfect 10 bars and new cranks, because my bike just needs them replaced, they're getting old.
Not too light, like something strong, like Demolition and Odyssey parts. First accident I can remember, I think I was on a half pipe on my BMX.
It was when I was down here.
I was learning to drop in,
I didn't really have a good bike.
didn't really get the turn properly.
I came off my bike, went over the bars and split my ear open.
Just went down to flat, that hurt quite a bit. I think that's the first one I can remember. Worst one I've seen. I don't know.
A kid came down here, he was riding the jumps.
You see a lot of people get away with quite a lot. Some people are just unlucky.
He came off when his foot slipped off the pedal. He shot over his bars, and then he just ended up ripping his testicles open.
Worst one I've seen. I remember watching, doing some downhill. A friend of mine drops off a bit of a ledge, kind of doesn't really kind of over jumps it, lands a bit flat, sort of scoots off one way, tries to correct it a bit much, and it bucks him over. He goes flying straight into a tree. That was pretty brutal. That was quite a while ago. Remember, that's up there. How did Avery start out? Don't quote me, because I wasn't there when it started. I do believe it started by Ben and some of his friends. It's been built up a couple of times. I think this is probably 3, 4, maybe 5 attempts in. We're going strong now, but I think originally they've been knocked down a couple of times through vandalising and people not wanting the jumps there, but yeah, different old groups of people, probably about 15-ish years ago, and just grown strong from there. I think over the last 5 to 10, this particular set of jumps has been here. We haven't had any problems since. We're just going through some paperwork with the landlords to get a lease sorted out so we can really sort of crack on and have a bit of fun with the place.
Well, firstly, it helps me to keep fit. It's the funnest sport I've ever done, and I just enjoy doing it with my time.
I love BMX because it's a real break from life in general, the stresses of work, and it's just so much fun. I don't think I've ever been able to do anything that's given me such a smile, given me such a good time doing it. The people and friends that I've gained through it are just, you know, life-changing people. Really appreciate everyone that I've met through it, and yeah, it's just a great little group of people and doing something fun that they can just enjoy together, and it's, you know, great thing to look forward to at the weekend.